teacher.
Hello, Lucky. How are you today?
Mm, I'm I'm happy.
Great. Why is Lucky happy today? Why are you happy?
Mm,
Why is
uh,
Lucky happy today? Why are you happy?
I don't know.
Oh, so you don't know why you're happy, but you feel happy? Like you feel good?
Yes.
Do you know why you're happy?
Mm,
Can I tell you why?
yes.
Okay. Lucky is happy because she has a roof over her head. Her parents love her very much. She has good friends, and you have a wonderful cat.
Yes.
You have an amazing life. You have a very good life. You're very, very privileged.
Thank you,
You're
teacher.
welcome. Ask me how I'm doing.
What are you doing, teacher?
How are you today, teacher? Ask me how I am.
How are you, teacher?
I'm very good. I'm a little sore, but I'm okay. I'm healing still from the surgery. My stitches and everything are almost gone. It's been this Wednesday will be 3 weeks ago when I had my surgery. All right. What did you do with your day today, Lucky? What did you do lately?
Mm,
Do do do
uh,
do 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 do. What did you do today? Do 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 do.
mm, Nothing do before, but I think I will do something interesting after I do my homework.
Okay, so the question I asked, what did you do today? So in the past, so what did you do today? Did you go to school? Did you have some yummy food? Did you have fun with your friends? What did you do today, Lucky? What did you
Mm,
do? Hmm.
I went to school and
Okay.
talk with my friend.
Oh, what did you guys talk about?
Mm, Talk about something I like and talk about something she likes.
Oh, what did you guys talk about? What was the subject? Did you talk about music you enjoy? What you did on the weekend? What did you talk about?
We talk about we talk about that our class will celebrate the first day of 2020.
Right. So New Year's Day?
Yes.
Chinese New Year?
We will have a party at December the 31st.
Okay, so you will have a party. Wow. What kind of party are you going to have? Presents? Is it going to be a theme, Chinese theme party?
I don't know. Just like many people sing or dance in the class and play some games, and maybe we can take our phone to school and eat some snacks.
Wow. Wow. Wow, it sounds like you're going to have a great time.
Yes.
That's great. That's very good. Awesome. Very good. Good.
Thank you, teacher.
Oh, you're welcome. That's awesome. That's very good. Will that make you happy? Will that make you happy?
Yes.
Wow, that's great. Perfect. All right. So, are you ready to learn some English? You ready to do some reading for me?
Yes.
Okay. Can you read this for me?
Mm, there are also meteoroids in the museum. These are rocks that fell onto Earth from outer space. There are diamonds, and other jewels.
So, this word here is jewels.
Jewels.
Right. Very good. Perfect. All right. So, they're asking us a question. What are the other things that are in the museum?
Mm, there are meteorites and jewels in the museum.
Right. So this is meteorites.
Meteorites.
What do you think a meteorite is? What is a meteoroid?
Mm,
Meteorites. What do you think they are?
I think maybe something not on the earth before and at some time it falls onto the earth.
Okay, so a meteoroid, when a meteoroid comes from space, it's usually something that's broken apart from a planet or maybe debris, and it's tumbling towards Earth. And it can go through our atmosphere and actually make a great big hole in the ground. Some people, it actually has caught things on fire too. So a meteoroid can be from outer space. It's usually a piece of rock or metal that's fallen to Earth's surface from outer space, okay? So
Okay.
I'm gonna put what it means. You can kind of get an idea of what you can visualize where it comes from, okay? So I'm gonna give you the definition here. You can do research later more into it about what exactly it is. But meteoroid, a piece of rock or metal. I'm just going to do that again. I used too thick of a underline. It was starting to block it out, so it's not going to be very good. Okay. Just let me do this again. Bear with me. Blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm going to go with a smaller line here so that you can read it and understand what I'm saying. So, a piece of rock or metal that has fallen to the Earth's surface from outer space as a meteoroid. Over 90% of meteoroids are rocks, while the remaining consists wholly or partly of iron or nickel. So a piece of rock or metal. So maybe it could have been from a satellite. It could have been maybe from a planet. What do you think a meteoroid is? What, in your own words, what do you think a meteoroid is?
Mm, I think I think maybe mm, it's something mm, in the sky and fall down.
Okay, so could you draw for me what a meteoroid is? Could you just give me a shape or an object? What do you think it would be? So, like, say this is outer space. We have all these stars here, and then say this is the moon or something like that. So, what can we say? What do you think it would look like? Would it look all jagged? Would it have a perfectly round shape? What do you think a meteoroid is? What do you think it is?
Mm, I think maybe it is a star, like a star, and it
Mm,
folded down.
kind of. I think it's debris. I think it's objects that have fallen apart, like maybe part of the moon, or maybe parts from a satellite, or maybe, let's see if I have a picture here I can show you. So here we go. I'm going to show you. It looks like rock, actually. Here's a picture here. This is a meteoroid. It's big. Look how big that is. It's
Yes,
big. You can see the stairs there. Look how big that is.
yes.
So it's 2.7 meters long, 60 ton. 60 ton is a lot, isn't it? So, meteoroid, a solid piece of debris from an object, as a comet, asteroid, meteoroid, originates in outer space. So, reaches the surface of planet or moon. When the object enters the atmosphere, the various factors as friction, pressure, and chemical interactions. So, when it hits the atmosphere, it comes from out the atmosphere, which is the ozone from the outer space. It is going hundreds of thousands of miles per second. It's going very fast. Shoo! What do you think would happen? What do you think would
Mm,
happen?
maybe there will have a hole on the floor.
A big hole. Do you think it would almost like it would blow up? Do you think it would blow up something or maybe wreck the land?
I think maybe the very big hole on the ground
Okay, so
and
this is the meteoroid. The meteoroid comes down. Pew, pew, pew. And the big hole. Do you think we
yeah,
can make a swimming pool from it falling in that? Look at
um,
that big hole it left. That's a big hole. It's almost like a bowl. You can see it leaves like a bowl shape. A bowl shape. So the rock would fall and it would fall and it would leave like a shape, like a concave shape, right?
yes.
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. I have where did my cat go? I had a cat here. Oh, here it is. All right. Here's my squishy, okay? And I'm going
Yeah.
to use this ball, okay? I'm going to use this ball. I'm going to show you. This is the meteoroid, but this is example. I'll just use it a ball. And it's coming from the sky. Oh no! What happens? Look at it.
There is
Look,
a
look, what
hole.
happened? What happened?
There is a hole.
Right, it's got a like a almost like a pothole. Like it's
Mm,
squished in, right? Look how squished in that is.
yes.
That's a deep hole. It looks like a bowl, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like a bowl?
Yeah, it looks like a
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah. So this would fall from the sky.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So it comes from the sky and it's on fire. Oh no! It's on fire. We have to put the water on it. Oh no! So that's a great example. That's my meteoroid for you, okay? All right.
Okay.
All right. When did work start on the National Mall? When did work start on the National Mall? Can you underline the answer for me? You read this one before. You should know the answer. You should know it.
I think the work start in 1791.
All right. Let's see if you're right. Right. Very good. Work started at the National Mall in 1791. Perfect. That was great. Very good answer.
Thank you,
Excellent.
Richard.
You're welcome. All right. How many tourists visit the National Mall?
Um,
Excuse me.
there it says, in fact, more than 25 million people take a trip to this national landmark every
Oh,
year.
very good. Right. Great job. Very good. Perfect. All right. Great. More than 25 million tourists visit the National Mall. Okay. Ask me this question. You ask me now.
Um, what else do people do at the national mall, teacher?
Let's see. What other people can do? What else can other what? Sorry, excuse me. What else do people at the National Mall do? So what else do people do at the National Mall? Let's see. They can stroll down the park, have picnics on the lawn. They visit some of the many museums along the mall. Probably see a lot of sightseeing, like lots of buildings, maybe different tourist attractions. Right. So they stroll and have picnics. So there's much more than just what they do at National Mall. They do much more than just have picnics. They visit the museums and other landmarks, probably. So there's much more to this answer, I think. You can have many answers just for one question. So that's great. All right. What can tourists see at the museum, Lucky?
I think the tourists can see many jokes, uh, some bones, and some bones like dinosaurs.
Okay, so you're in a museum. What else do you think that's in a museum that you can see? What are they missing?
Many people.
How about paintings?
Yes.
How about sculptures?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's lots to see. You can see the architecture in the building too. Look at all the little details, the little coliseums here, the columns that are holding the building up, the beautiful marbled floor. Yeah, you can see lots of different people. You can probably see maybe they have a theater there. You can watch like a 4D show. When I went to Madame Tussauds, I went to the museum in there, and you sit in a chair that vibrates and there's smoke that comes out. Water is sprayed on people. So you can feel the interaction in the actual tourism attraction. All right, what does this say?
It says they can see ancient dogs and bones of dinosaurs.
Right, great job. Very good. Perfect. What are meteoroids? What are meteoroids, Lucky?
Mm, the meteoroids are rocks that fell onto Earth from outer space.
Right. You said you thought it may be a star. Do you think it was a star or something?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So star, maybe a part of a moon, maybe debris from an old satellite dish or satellite device, maybe. All right, what do they say?
Uh, the me- meteoroids.
Meteoroids. Yeah, you got it. Meteoroids.
The meteoroids are rocks that fell onto Earth from outer space.
Good job. Very good. Perfect. Good
Thank
work.
you, teacher.
Excellent. You're welcome. All right, have fun with your homework. Okay, well, I'll try. All right, homework. Yay! All right, so let's read these first and then let's match the picture to the words, okay? What's the first
Okay.
word?
The first word is dinosaur.
Right.
Museum, Earth, tourists, meteorites.
Right, perfect. That was excellent. All right, can you match dinosaur to the picture to the word? Which one is a dinosaur?
The last one is the dinosaur.
Right, what do you think? What kind of dinosaur is that? Is that a T-Rex? What kind of dinosaur do you think that is?
I don't know.
It might be a Tyrannosaurus rex, maybe, because it looks like it would have this big like ring. That's something in science. If you don't know, you're gonna have to learn about it later. But this is a dinosaur. What kind of thing is this from a dinosaur? What's that?
They're the head of the dinosaur.
Right, so this is the skeleton, right? The skeletor,
Yes.
the skeleton system, right? So you can see that it has horns and there's the nose and its mouth. Do you think its eye goes right there? Do you think its eye would have been there?
I think maybe, or the eyes maybe go there too.
I think this is the nose. I think this is the nose area because the bridge of the dinosaur's nose is very big and their jaw is very big. They have tiny eyes. This dinosaur had very small eyes. So when you look at it, you can see here, you can see the eyes there. And then that's the nasal cavity. Okay. So I
Okay.
think I might have a dinosaur here. Let's see if I have a dinosaur. Oh, I do. I have a dinosaur. I have this dinosaur. This is
Now,
called a T-Rex. I don't think it's a T-Rex because it doesn't have any horns. I have this dinosaur and I have this dinosaur. Do you think it's one of these?
no.
No, I think it's some kind of other dinosaur. It's definitely not a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a T-Rex. It's got tiny little arms, so it could be many different ones. So that's fine. All right. So which one is tourist? Which one is tourist?
The first one is the tourist.
Right. What's a tourist? What can you say a tourist is?
We can see a tourist in many famous places all over the world.
Right. So tourists are people, right?
Yes,
Can they be boy, girl, husband, wife?
yes.
Can a dinosaur be a tourist?
Mm, if they are still alive, maybe.
Yeah. What if somebody dressed up as a dinosaur? Would they be called a tourist and they went to the museum?
Mm, Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the museum dressed as a dinosaur. Am I still a tourist?
Yes.
I'm a tourist. I'm a dinosaur that's a tourist. Right. Great answer. Lucky, if you go dressed as a cat, you went as a cat. Would you be still a tourist?
Yes, but
Yeah.
if I have the cat's clothes, maybe I will go to a party first.
Oh, how about a party at the museum?
Yes.
I used to volunteer at Man of Nature. I painted these big wall murals. It was called the Star Trek exhibit. And I painted this big galaxy. And I volunteered 1,000 hours. I never got paid for it. I volunteered my time. And I painted these big wall murals for the gift shop on the outside and inside. And they had a big karaoke party. And everybody was there dressed up as Klingons and different Star Trek fantasy characters. It was fun. Would you like to go to a party like that, Lucky?
Yes.
You get to sing, you do singing and eating and drinking and having fun. So you could dress as your favorite character like a Halloween party, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Very good. All right, so which one is museum?
The fourth one is the museum.
Right. What do they have at a museum? What's in a museum?
There's an elephant. The museum has 2 floors and
What do they have
um,
in a museum? Do you remember?
we have seen many interesting things in the museum.
Right. People, maybe paintings, sculpture. Like that elephant there is a big sculpture, right?
Yes.
Man in Nature in Winnipeg has taxidermied animals. So animals that had not been hurt by killing them with a gun or knife, they actually taxidermy them. So they have an actual skeleton inside and they stuff the animal and put glass eyes in and they call it taxidermy. Taxidermy is very interesting. I find it fascinating. All right, so you did dinosaur, you did museum, you did tourist. Now we have left. Which are the ones that are left now?
The earth is nice.
Okay, do you want to pick the next one to choose? Which one would you pick? Tourist or, sorry, meteoroid or Earth? Which one would you pick?
Mm, the earth first.
Okay, match it to which picture it would be. So we
This
have,
picture.
good. What is Earth? What do you think Earth is?
Earth is made of sea and
Is it a planet we live on?
yes.
Right. Do you know another word for earth is? Do you know how they would apply earth for something else?
Mm,
It's in the ground. Earth, worm, earth. What would earth be used for?
maybe the earth used to be a small planet and
Earth would be used to plant.
to plant many plants.
How about flowers?
Many grass and flowers and trees.
Right. So earth we live on and earth we use it every day for planting grass, which we put grass seed down, or we can use earth to put in pot plants or in our pots to put the plants in. We can use that. All right, can you match meteoroid for me? Which one is meteoroid? There's not much else to pick from, but
This one is the meteorite.
right, good job. Very good. Perfect. You got it. That's
Centimeter.
excellent. You're welcome. Very good. All right, draw the story, tell your parents about it. So let's read about it and then draw it. So can you read it for me?
Many tourists visit the National Museum in Washington, D.C. each year. They find out about the planet, they gaze at the dinosaurs, they see ancient bones and rocks, they learn about met, met, Meteoroids. Meteor,
Meteoroids.
meteorites.
Right, good job. All right, can you draw? Draw me, let's see. Pick something from here you want to draw. Just draw one item because there's a lot of items unless you want to draw more. Okay, I'm going to pick ancient bones. I'm going to draw ancient bones. What are you going to draw?
Mm, I will draw the many tourists.
Okay, can you draw the tourists? How would you draw the tourists?
Mm, but my art is not very good.
So you can draw the many tourists by drawing all these circles. So it looks like it goes into like really, really far background. And then in the front, you could do like, say, people have little faces like this, like little hair and stuff. And then you can put like, say, a little t-shirt on them or something like that. So there's like all these tourists here, right? So they're looking
Yeah,
around in the museum. So draw a couple people. That's good. Why not? We can draw the meteoroids. You can just draw like an irregular shaped little stone or rock. So you could draw the person on a meteoroid or something.
well, mm,
There's a person on a meteoroid. How about a dinosaur? Could you draw a dinosaur?
mm, I don't know.
Sure, you can. Why not? It's easy. So we can have like this. Does a dinosaur look like a dragon?
Well,
Kind of, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like a dragon?
yes.
Yeah, kind of does. Does it breathe fire?
Maybe.
All right. What else could you draw? How about a building? Can you draw a building for me? Here, I'll put a big
Um,
thing here. Let's draw a building together. So the Washington D.C. the museum. Do you think the museum has a big thing at the front and some stairs or something and a big door?
yes.
Okay, do you want to draw a building? Like you can just draw like a square or something. And then I'm going to put here, So I'll give you your sign. You can build it around this. Here's the sign here, and I'll type in their museum and you can build it around it. How's that sound? Here's your sign on the building. So museum. So here's the museum. So this is the sign that you would see on the outside here is this, right? So you would see the
Yeah.
sign and then maybe it's a square museum and then we'd have the doors here or something, maybe stairs at the front. It looks like a big place, doesn't it? Maybe they have some windows in the front. Kind of looks like a school maybe. And then maybe they have some fancy, it looks like a castle or something. I don't know. Maybe it's all weird in shape. Maybe it's really old and ancient. And then they have some rocks or something instead of brick. They made an old building to make it like a kind of like a museum or something. So you can see the Colosseum there, the columns, right, holding up the roof, right?
Yes.
So museums can be different shapes and sizes. It depends on the building, right? Well, that's great. You did a good job today. Very
Thank
good.
you, teacher.
Very good. That's excellent. Good job. Very good. Perfect. So don't say you can't draw because you can draw. You just with practice you can do it. Never say you can't do it. If you've never tried, you can't say I can't. Now you can say I can draw, right? I can draw that, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to read this first paragraph and I'll just read because we don't have very much time left. I'll just read it and you can listen, okay? The
Okay.
National Mall is a famous landmark in the United States. It's a huge park near 2 miles long. So it's nearly 2 miles long. Wow, that's a long time. That's a long miles. That's long. It is in the center of Washington, D.C., the capital city. It took a long time to create this park from 1791. The park was planned, designed, and developed. It's still changing today. All right, we'll leave this for next time. And you did a really great job today, Lucky. You did really great.
Thank you, teacher.
You're You're welcome. And you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time at Dada. And Merry Christmas to you and your family. I don't know if you guys celebrate it.
Merry Christmas, teacher.
Oh, thank you. And I will see you next time at Dana. Bye bye,
Okay.
Lucky.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See you next time.